My name is Alma, and I'm the CEO of Assemble. At a high level, Assemble is a social network for activists. It's safe, it's beautifully designed, and it's easy for people to get involved to fight for the things that they care about.
Fake news spreads 6 times faster on Twitter than factual information. Hi, I'm Chloe. I'm Assemble's COO. With the reignition of the Black Lives Matter movement aligning with the onset of the COVID-19 pandemic, the revolution took place on our phones. However, we were forced to rely on platforms that weren't designed for our needs. Over the summer, activists' data was sold to police enforcement and used maliciously. Misinformation from biased sources left us wondering what we can trust. Online activism has lasted us this far, but apps like Instagram and Twitter were not meant to host a sustained social revolution. Among the plethora of social media platforms, none provide a safe, trustworthy, and centralized space for social activism.
Hi, I'm Grant, the CTO of Assemble. So activists will choose Assemble because of its unique approach to dealing with misinformation and hate speech. Assemble, first and foremost, is for activists, both current and aspiring, who want a safe and verified place to find nearby protests, fundraisers, petitions, and informational resources, free of advertisements and mechanisms of validation. The intention behind our MVP is to encourage the spread of reliable information by and for our users.
Hi, I'm James and I'm Assemble's CFO. As we've developed this idea, we've realized that social networks are not inherently evil. Their unethical business practices are. The advertising business model encourages social platforms to track and sell user attention, something no one should have the power to control. Assemble's differentiating factor and our unique value proposition is our intention. Our nonprofit status will protect our decision-making process from being corrupted by motivations to maximize profit. Assemble will do what no other social network has dared to do, take a bold stand on ethics.
Hi, I'm Anastasia, Assemble's Chief Marketing Officer and National Field Organizer. An estimated 23 million people attended anti-police brutality protests this summer, and their problems, like lack of access to reliable information, opinion echo chambers, and lack of data privacy, have created a wide and unmet market need.
So as you can see, our team is diverse, experienced, and incredibly driven. But beyond our team dynamics and our individual aptitudes, what truly sets us apart is that we get the needs of our users. As Gen Z activists, we understand the dangers of this new digital world, as well as the undeniable power of social networks. In this position of understanding, we have the power to make something better. Thank you for your time and attention.
On Our Terms is a multimedia campaign from young people to young people designed to increase digital literacy amongst the most vulnerable group to voracious employment of surveillance capitalism. Then, as a mobilized coalition of activated and young voices, we will demand legislative action from elected officials to ensure private companies are being held accountable to protect user data privacy on our terms.
The two perpetrators I'm sure you've heard of are Facebook and Google. These two have been at the center of controversy after controversy, always having to do with some sort of misuse of their power. Facebook single-handedly compromised the truthful democracy of our nation by strategically designing their user interface to bypass any human awareness.
The Social Dilemma documentary has definitely sparked this conversation, but for sustainable solutions to the social dilemma, the call to action and turning off our notifications is simply not enough. It has been a continuous pattern to place blame on the user, the individual, to somehow solve the most pressing issues in the world. We must have education, guidance, and a curriculum from top down that will help defend ourselves from completely losing our agency to the data farming companies that hold their users to an agenda.
Again, this campaign is from young people to young people. And taking into consideration that the age to start the first social media account is progressively aging downwards, there must be guidance to understand the mindless click of an accept button to social media's terms of service initiated.
This campaign will address the issue with surveillance capitalism in 3 steps. First, we propose what we call digital breadcrumbs, whether this be in satirical videos or consumable and most importantly, postable infographics. The purpose of these breadcrumbs will be to incite shock value and even victimization of the young users, so they understand there is a larger problem on their plates. Much like how young social media activists say F Trump, we must lay a mutual understanding to F Facebook.
From here, we lead them to our larger platform, perhaps a beautifully designed website that contains toolkits on safe social media usage. On this platform, you will find our brand, who we are, what we stand for. We are a third-party source outside of the social media companies. Donation-based toolkits may include how to utilize the data privacy tools that social media companies have already laid out for their users, or what the word surveillance capitalism means and how it can affect different individuals.
Simply educating users is not enough. Therefore, we need to garner a group of activated young voices that will Greta Thunberg our way into Congress and elected officials to take action, to pay attention.
Much like the GDPR in the EU incorporated into their tech life, we as the United States must enact a set of standards and regulations that private companies must live by. We must morally revive tech usage on our terms.
Team Legislate, let your voice be heard. Good evening, my name is Michael Del Sesto and I am with Team Legislate. Meet my co-founder Madison Gothberg along with our project lead and coding wizard Thomas Clark. In the next 3 minutes, we will discuss social media's polarizing effects on politics and disengaging effects on our generation. After giving background on these issues, we will introduce our product, the Team Legislate web app.
Hi, my name is Madison Gothberg. Civic deserts and online echo chambers prevent young people from maximizing their potential with regards to productivity. Firstly, the civic desert theory predicts that our youth are becoming less and less civically inclined. A recent study found only 7% of 15 to 25-year-olds participated in a significant number of community service activities in the year prior and that they scored significantly lower on a questionnaire regarding civic policies. Secondly, our generation faces echo chambers online. Algorithms polarize users by showing them only the information that they are predicted to agree with.
Hi everyone, my name is Thomas Clark and I'm the lead developer. Team Legislate's three-pronged approach will connect students and legislators. As seen on the slide, our first feature is Legislate. Students will use our research guide and bill formatting tool to draft legislation. Second, our Advocate feature will connect students with real-world problems that need legislative solutions. Finally, the research feature will allow students to join their school's chapters to form due diligence research teams that research the topic behind a bill.
We researched the competitive landscape and found no other products provide a platform like Legislate. Legislate is unique with its student and citizen-created legislation and a bill formatting tool. Additionally, Legislate will focus on bill writing competitions with scholarships to foster legislative skill development. Currently, no platform exists in which students can draft legislation that will reach the Congress floor and lead to actual change.
My name is Michael and we are Team Legislate. I have studied business and economics at both Brown University and the Tuck School of Business.
I'm Madison, Merrimack College pre-law graduate with a degree in political science and criminology. Recently, I interned at the Lawrence Court Service Center in Massachusetts and at Tom Ford Law, a workers' compensation firm in Rhode Island.
I will graduate in 2022 with a BE in computer engineering. I've also worked as a data analyst intern at Response Software last winter and will intern at Arista Networks this summer.
Team Legislate is fortunate enough to have many friends and advisors, including legal help from Pierce Atwood, Tom Ford Law, and the Lawrence Court Service Center. We hope that one day all students will join our dreams in giving a voice to our communities. Legislative offices around the nation can look to our students for input before making decisions and submitting legislation. In this way, anyone can make a change. So join us and legislate. Let your voice be heard.